everybody! Today we're going to take a look at 3 great wiring modifications for your Stratocaster style guitar. Now I'm using my James Tyler Studio Elite guitar, and on a first look the controls look fairly standard. There's a 5-way selector, there's 2 tones and a volume control. Now I've popped a couple of modifications on here that I use all the time and I thought I'd share these with you. I'm not going to go into the nitty-gritty of the schematics and also how to solder, because there's plenty of tutorials on the YouTube on how to do that. And I reckon for me the smart money was to get a professional to fit these in, just so I wasn't worried about the guitar conking out mid-gig. So the first modification that we're going to take a look at is the bridge always on modification. So I've got this on the tone control, and when I pull this out, it puts the bridge pickup on all the time. Now just by having the bridge pickup on all the time, it means when I select the neck pickup, I can get that Telecaster style neck pickup and bridge pickup type sound. And when I select the neck and the middle pickup, it means I get all 3 pickups together. And those 2 pickup selections are not usually available with a standard 5-way switch. So first up, let's take a listen to how the neck and bridge pickups sound together. To provide a bit of context, I'll toggle between the neck pickup, the bridge pickup, and then put the neck and bridge pickup on together. I find the neck and bridge pickup together sound really usable. It's great for funk and R&B guitar, and it gives just a little bit more treble bite to that neck pickup selection. I also like it because it helps me to access that Fender Telecaster type sound, and I've got a Telecaster pickup in the bridge of my James Tyler. I never really got on with a Fender Stratocaster single coil in the bridge, but I find that the Telecaster bridge sound is really good and really usable. Next up, we'll take a listen to all 3 pickups together. So I'm just going to select the neck and middle pickup and then pull out that push-pull pot. That puts all 3 pickups on. And to provide a bit of context, I'll toggle between 2 pickups on and then the 3 pickups on selection. So that is the bridge pickup always on modification. Now you could change it to the neck pickup always on and get similar results. And this one's fairly easy to do. I remember the schematic being fairly simple. Just solder a few wires and pop in that push-pull pot and you're good to go. Now all of these modifications are fairly non-invasive, and the idea is to be quite discreet so people don't really know what you've got under the hood. Just a quick change of the pot and you're into some secret sounds. So the second modification we're going to take a look at is the phase switching modification. And again, another push-pull pot, just pull that one out, and that switches the phase of the neck pickup. So this sounds most effective when I select the neck and bridge pickup together. That gives the biggest difference in tone, and then all of those harmonics can phase cancel, and it provides that signature squeaky lead tone. I'm really into guitarists like Brian May and Peter Green, and they both have access to the phase cancelled sound in different ways. So again, to provide a bit of context, I'll toggle between the in phase and out of phase settings so you can hear the difference. Now this sound is sort of like a secret weapon. It can be used when you just plug straight into an amp with no effects. Just select that out of phase sound and you get that squeaky up octave sound, and the audience will wonder how on earth you're getting there. I'd like to compare it to the other ways I get this sound. Now the Brian May guitar has got this built in with all of the pickups being able to select for phase. So I'll go between the James Tyler mod, the Brian May, and also my Les Paul guitar, which has a set of the bare knuckle Peter Green pickups in. Now these have the magnets switched round on one of the pickups, and with a little bit of tinkering with the volume control, in that both pickups on selection, it's possible to get a similar out of phase effect. So the third and final modification we're going to take a look at is the mid-boost circuit. Now this one's a little bit invasive, just have to drill a hole in the scratch plate for the button, and also replace that second tone control with a blender switch, and that blender volume control blends in the amount of mid-boost I want in the sound. Now the mid-boost circuit boosts the overall output by 25 dB, which is quite a lot. And it was originally designed to compensate for players that liked the output of a Gibson style guitar, only wanted the playability of the Fender Stratocaster style guitar. So that mid-boost circuit gives a sort of pseudo humbucking sound, and I find it's really helpful, again, if I'm going straight into an amplifier and I need that little extra push over the cliff. So first of all, I'll give you the sound of the clean guitar with no boost, and then toggle between the boost on and off, and I'll also blend in various amounts of boost so you can hear the difference in the tone. Now I find the area where the mid-boost is most useful is when I'm playing in a band setting and I want my solos to be heard over the rest of the band. And that mid-boost just puts the guitar right in a nook of the frequencies, which isn't usually taken up by the cymbals or the bass guitar, so it really punches through the middle. I really like guitar players like Jeff Beck and Eric Clapton, and they both used a mid-boost circuit. So next up, I'm going to play a few phrases with my amplifier on exactly the same volume with no mid-boost, and then put the mid-boost circuit in, and there's going to be a backing track so you can hear how effective this is in a band scenario. Okay, that's it for this video. I found these three modifications give a really good bang for buck. They're dead easy to pop in. They're fairly non-invasive, so they just require a push-pull pot. And from the outsider, the guitar looks pretty much like a stock guitar. Obviously, once you pull a pot out, you can see there's some jiggery pokery going on. And that mid-boost circuit is really handy if you like the sort of crossover between a Gibson style output and a Fender style playability. I use the bridge pickup on modification all the time for funk and R&B guitar, and I also pop in that octave up phase cancel one every now and then in a solo, just for that little extra interest, as it's not one that you hear all the time. Another one of my favourite wiring modifications is the kill switch. Now, I've got this on my other Fender Stratocaster guitar, and this takes a little bit more surgery to get it installed, so I'm going to put together a separate video about installing and using the kill switch. If you're new to the channel, feel free to hit that subscribe button, and you can also follow me on Instagram at John Bishop Guitar. I'll see you next time.